Hey guys, welcome to Math Today. So this week we are going to be tackling division with fractions. And we have kind of 3 days of lessons or 4 days, however it works out here, that we are going to divide with fractions. So today we're going to do, if you're looking in your math journal, we're going to start in our journal today. And I'm on page 72. And so today we're going to do some division of fractions with pictures and just trying to make sure we understand what division means and how that works. Tomorrow I'm going to teach you the traditional algorithm for dividing fractions. And then at that point, then we're just going to practice. Okay, so that's kind of our layout for the week. So today we are, like I said, going to try to just understand these division situations. You can see that's what the title is. And we're going to do that by drawing some pictures. So I have gathered, and honestly, I think color coding works great for this kind of work. So if you have colored pencils or markers or highlighters or something that you can kind of have available, I've got all my little Papermate Flair pens here. That'll, I think, help you to kind of see how these division situations are working. So let's go ahead and start with this first one. We're going to work a few together, and then I'm going to leave a few for you to do as practice till we meet again. So let's look at number 1A. It says you have 3 large pizzas, and each person gets 3/4 of a pizza. How many people can you serve? So if we think about this, let's just think about our number sentence first. So we know we have 3 large pizzas that we are going to share with a bunch of people. Each of them are going to get 3/4 of a piece, and we want to know how many people can we serve. So the idea of sharing something equally is a division question, and you're going to see several of those. So 3 divided by 3/4. We're going to try to solve this today just by drawing a picture and try to understand the situation. So I'm going to draw 3 pizzas. So when we think about pizzas, they are circles. Okay, so here are my 3 pizzas, and I didn't draw them exactly the same size. I probably should have been more careful about that, but you get the idea. And it says each person's going to get 3/4. So that means I need to break my pizzas up into fourths. Okay, and I'm going to give each person 3/4 of the pizza. So I'm going to color code kind of each person. So let's say my first friend is going to get this fourth, and this fourth. Okay, so there's friend number 1. And let's say friend number 2 is going to get this fourth, and this fourth. And then friend number 3 is going to get this fourth, and this fourth. And then my last friend, or maybe that's for myself, is going to get these 3/4. Okay, so how many friends can I serve if I have 3 pizzas and I'm giving each of them 3/4 of a piece of, or 3/4 of a pizza? I can do 1, 2, 3, 4 people. Okay, and so 3 divided by 3/4 equals 4. And hopefully you can see how I did that in my picture. And that's kind of just a fraction circle diagram, kind of taking the wholes and breaking them up into what we needed there. Let's look at part B. B says how many 3/4 inch segments are there in 3 inches? So how many 3/4 inch segments are there in 3 inches? So this one, you're going to notice something about the math message, okay? If I have 3 inches and I want to know how many 3/4 are inside, it's the same number sentence as up here. 3 divided by 3/4. So we know the answer is going to be 4, right? We know that because that is, the problem's the same. Your picture is probably going to look different. So let's imagine, this one is talking about a 3-inch number line. And so let's imagine we had 0, 1, 2, 3. And then let's imagine that we have it broken up again into fourths, because that's what the problem is working with. And then if we want to see how many segments there are in groups of 3/4 inches, we can kind of do little hops, right? So here's You see how that's 1, 2, 3/4. And then 1, 2, 3/4. If I hop again. Okay, do you see how that is 3/4? And that is 3/4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 3/4. And then I get one more 3/4. So you can kind of see on this number line model, if I break this up into groups of 3/4, there are 4 segments that each have that same length. Okay, and that's kind of just a number line model. Let's look at C. Right now, I hope you're getting the idea that I'm showing you some different ways you can draw pictures for fraction division, and you're going to have a chance to try some of these models yourself here in just a second. So C says one teacher plays math games in her class for 3 hours. She allows 3/4 of an hour for each game. How many games can her students play each week? Well, guess what? We've got the same problem. 3 hours divided by 3/4 of an hour per game equals how many games? And we know, because of what we're doing here, that the answer should be 4. Let's say on this one that we wanted to use more like rectangles instead of circles, because some of you think about your fractions in terms of rectangles or more quadrilaterals. So imagine I had, I'm trying to divide into fourths, you guys. Here we go. Here's 3 hours. And if I divide them up into fourths, right? So that's 1 hour. That's 1 hour. This is 1 hour. And we know each game is going to take 3/4 of an hour. So then 1/4, 2/4, 3/4 of an hour. 1/4, 2/4, 3/4 of an hour. 1/4, 2/4, 3/4 of an hour. I wish I had a fourth highlighter. I need like a blue one. And then we could do 1, 2, 3/4 of an hour. So again, you can see that if we take 3 hours and break it up into chunks of 3/4, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of time, or 4 games that we could play. Okay, so we've got circle models, number line models, and some kind of like quadrilateral models. I am sure that there are other ways to do models. We have one more that I want to do with you, and then I'm going to turn you loose. This next one is about money. And so it says Michelle's piggy bank holds $3. She decides to give each of her friends 3/4 of a dollar. How many friends can she include? Now here's the way my brain thinks about this. Anytime I'm thinking money, I really think money. So $3, I'm thinking 4/4 is a dollar. 4/4 is a dollar. 4/4 is a dollar, right? 4/4 equals $1. And she's going to give each of her friends 3/4 of a dollar. So how many friends is that? Well, we know it's going to be 4, right? So 1/4, 1/4, 1/4. So there's one friend, 75 cents, because that's 3/4 of a dollar. There is a second friend, 3/4 of a dollar. There's a third friend, 3/4 of a dollar. And then the last friend is going to get those last 3/4. So again, we did $3 divided by 3/4 of a dollar equals 4 friends. That's how many friends can each get 75 cents, because each of those was a dollar. Okay, so you are going to draw pictures to try to understand the situation, and hopefully you've got some colorful things that can help you. But I want you to try drawing some of these division diagrams and pictures for yourself, and to just get the idea of how this fraction division kind of works, just understanding what the problem is happening, okay? So what I'd like you to do on page 72 is 2, 3. So we're going to do 2, we're going to do 3. And then over here on page 73, I'd like you to do 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay? So I'd like you to go ahead and finish page 72 and 73 as your to-do list right now. Okay? So your to-do list for math is page 72 and page 73. And when we get together at 9 o'clock, we'll kind of go over those. We'll look at your pictures. I may let you share some of your pictures, and we'll kind of see how that went. Okay? Thanks.